Well, hey there, YouTube. We've got another lawn mowing in the books. It is June 15th, 2021. I have no idea how many times I've mowed the lawn so far this year, but once a week. Sometimes once every 6 days. Just depends. So as you can probably see, this time I went diagonal this way. You might be able to see these ones in there from last time. But I definitely went this way this time. And for mid-June, it's nice and green. I don't think it's quite as green as it was last month. I mean, it's still pretty lush, don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with it. But I think all the winds we've had these last couple weeks with higher temperatures, and it's not quite as green. I have been watering this part here by hand to make sure to keep it green, because we do, like I say in the other videos, we get a little less water here probably, and more heat from the sun that concentrates here in this area. I was going to let it go till tomorrow. Today's Tuesday. I was going to let it go to Wednesday, but I said, you know what? I need to get this done because I'm going to be working on the travel trailer this weekend, and I don't want to have to be, I don't want to have the lawn in the back of my mind. Just go ahead and get it knocked out. So my edges here, I just do this with a string trimmer. I don't have an edge or attachment. I just hold it upside down and walk around with it and trim the edges. I've gotten pretty good with it over the years. So I'm pretty proud of my mostly clean edges. You can't do it perfect that way, but I think they're pretty clean. I'm definitely pretty happy with them. I do have the edger attachment for the string trimmer, but when I use that, I usually have to end up going it over anyway, just to clean it up a little bit. Yeah, but I'm definitely proud of my edges, so I have to boast about that a little bit. We have birds. That birdhouse there, 2 birds, 2 little baby birds. If Mama's not there, I'll try to get a close-up of it. Let's see, these grasses are doing great here. These ones right here, both of them, they're doing really good. The top of the mound up there is getting really nice. The grasses are growing big. The mammoth sunflowers are really going. The gladiolas are coming up real nice. Here's the apple tree. I did trim some of the lower hanging branches off of the apple and the pear just so it's easier to mow. And in doing so, I did have to, sacrifice some apples. You can see I made a cut there because this was just coming way over and hanging down. It wasn't healthy for the tree. But we got apples on there. We do have cherries on our cherry tree. You can see some of them on there. Most of them are higher up. There are some low-hanging ones that I can get to and eat. But there's some there. If I let them ripen too long, where you'd want them to ripen to eat, the birds would have already gotten them. So I kind of have to take them when they're not quite ripe, I guess. There's quite a bit up here. Most people say they don't even get fruit on their cherry trees here. And to be honest, I'm not sure if this is a fruit-producing cherry tree or a non-fruiting tree and it just gets some cherries on it. But I'm happy with it. Makes me happy. Here's the pear tree. Tons of pears on this. Like I said, I had to trim both of these because we had some branches that were really hanging low. Just look at all the pears, just pretty awesome. There's so many of them. I may have to trim a little more as they get bigger. So here's the one variety. I guess this is like a Bartlett of the green pear. I think that's what it's called. Here's that brownish, I guess purplish pear. And then here are the Asian pears. These are the ones that are like crisp like an apple. Like I said, in past videos, I have sprayed both of my, or actually all three of my fruit trees, trying to keep the little caterpillar worms, whatever they're called, out of there. Got some cottonwood trees coming up there from the seed that blows around. I'll have to get to those and pull those out. There's a little peach tree. We're not going to see any fruit on this for a while, but at least it's growing and it's healthy. I'm happy about that. Here's up here. Definitely filling out. Very nice to see. You can see those lines on the grass now. Big old cherry tree. Yeah, so I've noticed on YouTube, some folks that mow their grass and stuff, they'll even tell you, they'll show you a far picture, or they'll take like a picture for the thumbnail, that's the best grass. But I'm real happy to say that my grass is pretty uniform. I'm definitely happy with it. Here's the, what are these, pheasants? I guess they're pheasants. Yep, I like showing these. These guys are pretty awesome. I'll tell you what, it's better to have, at least for me, this metal birds in my yard than the real thing, because the real things are destructive and you can't have a yard. Birds, rabbits, chickens, dogs, it doesn't matter what you have, they will tear everything up. I would like to have a real owl though. I think that would be awesome. There is one that hangs out across in the field. We hear it at night, but I would like to have a real one out here. That would be really cool. This area here, these are daffodils, and those squashes just aren't doing very well. Starting to get a fruit on there. I don't know how well they're going to do. Maybe the soil type isn't right for them. This is some kale I just planted in there for the tortoises. When it gets bigger, I'll feed them. Some sunflowers here, not mammoths, just smaller ones. This here's a new addition. I didn't split this log. I brought it back here and I figured I'd just stick it there and put the old little rooster on it. I think he's a welcome addition there. Fountain's still running. Birds always drink from this and bathe in it. There you go. You gotta have your fake synthetic rabbits, that way they don't destroy your yard. Mint. Like I say every time, the mint is just awesome. It does so good here. It does good everywhere. These grasses are growing really well here. Planted some smaller grasses here. They're doing pretty good. There's my carved wooden owl. I tell you what, it takes a lot of water. The things that I do have drip lines run to, they get taken care of. The things that I don't, I've got to be out here watering every day or I'll lose them. And more than the heat, I really think it's the wind. The wind just dries everything out. This here's a milkweed. I showed that in a past video. Hopefully we'll get some monarch butterflies laying their caterpillars on here. That would be awesome, because that's what they feed on. Primrose, strawberries. We got some onions in there, a sunflower. We got a little bit of everything in this pot. There's the old windmill just cruising, doing its thing there in the wind. There's the one of the newest ones, the old duck. He's claimed this part of the yard for his territory. Now these are poppies that are coming up. I thought they were weeds at first because of the leaves. I actually ordered these online. I ordered them on eBay. And these are poppy seeds. I forget what kind of poppy they are. They're not the California poppy, they're a different type. But yeah, I really like poppies, so I figured I'd try to plant some different ones. Gladiola's there. Of course my firewood's falling over in the wind. I got a lot of firewood, huh? We have to get to this. The climbing roses are doing good. They've already bloomed pretty much. They're really not blooming now in the heat. The marigolds are doing great. We've got a few other things coming up in here. And here's a tip for anyone that has marigolds. You know, even if you don't have a home with a yard, if you, you know, live in an apartment, or it doesn't matter. If you even see these growing like in a, you know, business complex outside or anything else, when they're dead and they're dry like that, no one's going to care if you pick that off, because it's dead and ugly, right? Inside of here are the seeds. See, those are all seeds. You sprinkle those down, put them in the soil. Next year you'll have beautiful marigolds growing. These are finally growing and flowering, these pots. That's nice. Here's some more of these poppies right here. There was one that bloomed. I think the wind probably blew it off, so I can't show it to you. Some more different families of mint here. It looks just like the cat mint. A little baby's breath there. The old fire pit. Yep. Well, I'm doing this one a little longer than usual, I guess. Here's the basil right here. Cilantro. More stuff I have to plant here. I always have more stuff here I have to get planted. Mint. Cat mint. Foxglove, sunflower, strawberries, some type of lavender there. Of course, there's my California poppies. Oh yeah, I was gonna see if we can get a shot of these birds for you guys and gals. Okay, they're in there. Hopefully you can see it. The sun's out. It's holding real still. Two of them in there. I only see one right now. Boy, they know to hold still though. So I've had two families this year, one in that one and one in that one. But that one's already hatched and is gone. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. All right, y'all have a good one.